ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this video, let us examine what is surrender and trust. In our life, in fact, in anybody's life, we do so many things and we wanted to do so many things in life. But before doing anything, first surrender to the God, to the divinity, to the existence or to the nature, and then do your own thing. Trust and live your life as you please. So surrender and trust to the Almighty and then do your own thing. You see, what happens when you surrender? When you surrender, then you are not there. Only godliness is there. So, when you surrender, the you in yourself is absent. Only godliness is. So, when you surrender, whatever you do, it becomes a doing of the God. So, whatever you do becomes a godly manifestation. So, that's why surrender and trust before doing anything in life. Then your actions becomes godly. How this surrender and trust arise? The fundamental basic requirement is love. When love towards that Almighty, that merciful Father is there, surrender and trust blooms automatically in your life. So, in this regard, I would like to quote an incident happened in a master's disciplehood. Saint Augustine was there. He was a very famous saint. So, one old man heard the greatness and the sainthood of this great saint and wanted to meet him. So he traveled a long way and reached St. Augustine's. At that time, St. Augustine was surrounded by his disciples. This old man came and pleaded the master like this: Master, I'm an old man. I came from very long distance. I heard so much about you and your sayings. So I want to approach you for a simple advice as to how to lead my rest of life. So I came to you. Please don't ask me to resort to rituals or austerities, as my energy is fading away and I will not be able to follow all those rituals or austerities. So give me and tell me a simple word with which I can live my rest of life peacefully, joyfully, and meet the point of death. So I came with a lot of hope. Tell me a simple word, whatever you want to say to me. That's what he pleaded, the master. So the master has closed his eyes and went into meditation. So the disciples who were around him were wondering what the master was doing. This old man asked a simple question, and master has answered so many complex and complicated questions. For this simple question, he closed his eyes and went into meditation. So they were wondering, and they also kept quiet. After a while, the master opened the eyes and told the old man this simple word: love. Now the question is, why the master said only that word, love? Master said love because the quintessence of all the religions is love. The very perfume of all the flowers that have bloomed in all religions is love. In all the ages, a number of flowers have bloomed, and they have spread only one fragrance, and that fragrance is love. Buddha, Mahavira, Krishna, Muhammad, Jesus Christ, Guru Nanak, Kabir, Meera, so many ardent and immense devotees of God. So many flowers, they all have spread the perfume, the fragrance of love. The essence of the teachings of all the religions is only love. Because a man of love cannot do anything wrong. And whatever the man of love does, whatever action, it becomes virtuous. Because that love transforms and transcends everything which is coming in the way of godliness. That is the power of the love. And people ask, why only surrender and trust? Because love is the fundamental requirement of the religion. The basic requirement. Love is the basic requirement to manifest that trust and surrender. So, when you surrender and trust the God, everything, whatever it comes out of your doing becomes a doing of God and virtuous. Then there is another dimension, that is, I am on the path, but even though I am traveling on this path and undertaking this journey towards the spirit, I am not familiar with any glimpses, as the masters say. Nothing happens to me and happened to me. But at times, some kind of a glimpse, some kind of insight, a feeble glimpse, a feeble insight I could perceive, but that is not deeper and that has no effect on my being. So, why is it happening that nothing is happening to me significantly, which I can notice? Here, the experience of godliness, the experience of divinity is not gradual. Please remember. It is not gradual. It comes like a lightning. That experience is a kind of lightning in darkness. So much clarity, so much new vision. You can see yourself, and in that very seeing, and whatever you are carrying, those perceptions, they just dissolve and disappear. And you can see that new clarity, that new vision, that tremendous joy arises in your heart. Every cell of your body vibrates with joy. It is not sudden. It is a thundering. It is not a slow thing. It happens. So that is the ultimate experience. That is not a knowledge. That is a knowing. You see yourself, and that seeing is wisdom. That seeing is freedom. So, friends, dwell on the path with trust and surrender yourself to the divinity. Thank you.